Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your evening. We are live in the Action Lab, your premier sports and entertainment talk show on the internet, and it's not close. Welcome into the Action Lab on a Wednesday night. We have game one of the NBA Finals off and running. We've tipped off this first game, and we have the Knicks visiting the Spurs, hanging out with you guys and watching this game. We might play some little party sports games later on in the show, but for now, we are watching the rest of this particular matchup, which is a fascinating matchup. So we're going to be keeping tabs on everything going on with this one tonight. Welcome in. My name is Chris. This is Rec, filling in for Scott until Scott gets here. And then, he'll be, just hopping in for a minute. Welcome in.
What?
Oh, wait. Is Scotty here? Hold on.
I've been here the whole time. I thought I just got benched, Chris.
Oh, I didn't even realize you were here. Hold on one second.
Benched?
Hold up.
It's okay. This is a better face to look at anyways.
Can we have, if I'm not on a stream, can you change? I don't want my name associated with that mug.
This is a much better face.
Hey, Scotty's in the house. There we go. Hold on. Let me see. Normally it populates right away for you, and for some reason it did not.
Usually.
I don't know. But I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
There he is. We got Scotty. What's up, Scotty?
What's going on?
We are chilling. We got game one of the NBA Finals. We're watching and keeping tabs on this one. We have a fascinating matchup. We got the Spurs and Knicks, which obviously, Scotty, I don't know. I've been thinking about this, and I still don't know who I am actually rooting for in this series. I initially thought Spurs were my kind of go-to team that I was thinking man, it would be fun for Wemby, and I like the way that they've come out of the West and they beat OKC, so I'm kind of been on that bandwagon for a couple games here. But then I also am the Knicks are a big time market that have players that I kind of like a little bit. Ooh, Wemby coming up limping there for on the bench, saying I'm good, but still limping. I guess I just haven't really fully decided who I'm going for.
I'm kind of like that. I think I'm a little more. I don't know. I just don't have a huge preference. What is going on? I'm trying to get this game on my computer, and it doesn't want me to get it on Peacock. Doesn't want to get it on YouTube TV. Come on.
You're not allowed to watch this game.
Game one is off limits.
I think I'm there. I think I got it now. Finally.
Yeah,
Peacock I go to, and it's something went wrong. your internet's not working. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it is because everything else is working fine. Peacock.
Right now, the San Antonio Spurs hold a 63-51 lead on the New York Knicks. Dylan Harper going to town here in the paint. Dylan Harper's a baller, man. I just happened to get my hands on this Dylan Harper autographed rookie card here that
Nice.
I've invested early in with some of.
I don't remember autographing that card for you, Chris.
Dylan Harper did for me. It's okay. But yeah. So I got a little bit of vested interest that he does well. So maybe I can get some more value out of this bad boy. Otherwise, I don't really know who I'm cheering for. I mean, do I cheer for the celebrity Knicks, the Timothy Chalamets, the
Chalamet,
the Ben
did
Stillers?
The ref on this shot, do a wave off and then count it like back-to-back moves. I'm pretty sure he did. I think he just realized he didn't know.
The ref is confused.
Yeah. I think I lean. I don't know. It's hard for me to root for the Knicks because I've never really rooted for the Knicks in anything before. And I don't dislike the Spurs, but as I said on Sunday, like the Spurs are going to be back, and maybe the Knicks will too. But the Knicks may never be back. The Spurs will win and not to mention they won a bunch with Duncan, obviously, in that regime. So like they won a bunch. The Knicks, it's been a little bit of a drought.
Yeah. Yeah, Knicks have been out of the mix for quite some time, and then
Knicks out of the mix.
Knicks. I did not do that on purpose, but it worked. See, maybe I think it's like a sixth sense that I know how to like spice up all these different like little phrases, little things I throw out there.
You didn't even know
exactly. I didn't even know it.
We all know I'm the poet here because I win that rap battle game every time.
No, you do not. I win the rap battle game.
It's biased. People are just
It's
haters.
not biased.
It's
You can
totally
get good.
I promise. And we're not getting into this again. I can do this again. And one for Cat there on the drive.
Yeah, Knicks.
Knicks trying to cut into this lead.
Knicks obviously haven't won a championship since 1973, I think is what we said last time on the show. Is
something like
73
that.
was their last one. They've won a total of 2 championships in history so far, but both titles coming in the 70s, 1970, 1973. Spurs have had their wins, their championships, so to speak.
What do they have, like 4?
I want to say they have 4 with Popovich. They had a couple with the Duncan Robinson.
I think Duncan won 3, and then they won 1 without Duncan. I think.
Yeah, so they ended up winning quite a bit. So I feel like, and the Spurs will be back. Maybe I'm talking myself into the New York Knicks. Maybe that's what I'm trying to do here.
And wouldn't it be funny to watch New York City burn?
I mean,
like,
New York
it doesn't completely burn because I like visiting there. I would never want to live there ever. But visiting there's fun. But watching it burn a little would kind of be cool to watch on TV.
7-0 run here for the New York Knicks. I told Rec before, he was like, this game is over. And I was like, no, the Knicks go on a run. If I was a betting man, I would be betting the Knicks right now on the point spread because that's when they were down by like 12 or something.
I actually thought this would be the worst game the Knicks play in the series. That's kind of what happened in game 1 of their Eastern Conference Finals when they were down, like 22 in the 4th. Came back and got to overtime and won it there. That was their most sluggish game there. I feel like having a long break like they did kind of leaves you a little rusty. Get your legs going, get your rhythm back a little bit. So I wasn't surprised that they were down. But let's see if they can fight back and make this a game. I mean, it's a game right now. We got a 6-point game, so anything is possible.
Hey, Chairman, thank you for the raid. Not raid. The resub.
Raid.
Sorry, resub for 45 months with the Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Good to have you in, Chairman. Appreciate
Chairman,
you.
what happened to the tailgates? Or is that mostly? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, tailgates still
Are you
happen.
streaming at all? Are you streaming these days at all, Chairman? It's okay if you're not. You know.
We got Dylan
It's not
Harper,
okay, no play.
14 points off the bench for the Spurs, 6 rebounds in 19 minutes, kind of leading the way for the bench. Wemby, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Yeah. As far as the Knicks, 13 points for Brunson, 13 for Towns to lead the Knicks right now. 8 points for Shamet off the bench. By the way, I didn't realize, I forgot that Jordan Clarkson played for the Knicks. I saw him out. I was like, who's that? That's not Jordan Clarkson, is it? And sure enough, Jordan Clarkson deep off the bench.
What a career. Chairman said he's not much these days, adjusting to a new job and gigging more with the band, but getting back on it soon. Cool. Well, congrats on the new job. I was about to say the new gig, but that could be confusing with gigging with the band. So, you know.
Gigging. Yeah.
But yeah.
Shout out to Chairman doing his music thing.
Now, there was a scare in the first half where I bet half of New York was in tears, crying that they thought their season was over. Just like that.
Brunson get hurt?
Finals. Brunson went to the locker room. He got hit in the leg, looked like his knee. Didn't look awful. It didn't look awful, but he went to the locker room after I think it was Harrison Barnes fell to the ground and kind of rolled into Brunson's leg. So he's back out there, seems to be okay, but like sometimes it's one of those things where like you play on adrenaline tonight and then like tomorrow that knee is all sorts of messed up. So hopefully that's not the case. But at least he's back tonight and looking like his normal self. But they must have been crying in New York. I mean, the amount that New York Knicks fans want this is pretty staggering, and I don't blame him. Yeah.
I mean, what's the last? So like, what are some big markets that haven't won in forever? You know, I mean, obviously the New York Knicks. I mean, because you think what? L.A., Chicago, New York.
New York Jets have never won.
The Jets. So I mean, Jets. Yeah, Jets.
The Jets won once.
Oh, I'm sorry. They won Super Bowl III. Why did I say that? Never won. I forgot. You're right. They did win Super Bowl III. I don't know why I said that. Good old Joe Namath. That was a good pass.
I mean, it's still been a while since they've won, but yeah.
No, they do have one. You're right, but that was Super Bowl III. Probably. I mean, that was late '60s, so '68.
According to Chris,
69.
everyone on that team is dead.
Absolutely, they're all dead. What? Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, like, what is the most starved major? Whoa, air ball for Dylan Harper there. Not good on that shot. All of a sudden, San Antonio is just melting down, and the New York Knicks 3-ball here for the Knicks, clanks out, and rebound come down to Cat, finishes with the rebound under the rim.
It's like, man, we got a 3-point.
Then we got ourselves a game. Let's
Even
go.
Though Rex said it was over.
12-2 run. I told you, Rec. You bet. You look at the lines. You know that the Knicks are going to make a run. I did not. I didn't have time. I was trying to get the show on. But
I was 10 Cats. I was about to say the Clippers. Even though they're like the little sister in LA, they're still in LA. So,
but like
Clippers.
the most
I'm trying to think of other
starving. Captain, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate that love. Captain is in the house. What's up, 10 coats? All of you guys chilling with us. Cat, by the way, another rebound and one.
It has words.
Cat has been on a mission
like a dog.
Tracy Morgan loving it in the crowd. We got, by the way, New York Knicks stars, celebrities are in the house. I saw Timothy Chalamet. I saw Ben Stiller was there. We saw
it's all the same people.
all the same people. I didn't see.
None of them-
I'm sure Spike
None
is
of them
there.
have jobs outside. I mean, Chalamet probably just doesn't have a job by choice, but the rest of them just can't get jobs.
I didn't see Jenner with him though. I didn't see who else is there. Who are they showing in there? By the way, so what is the most? I was thinking, what is the most starved like major city? I would say the New York. I mean, the Giants. Have won.
The Giants have won twice.
The Giants have won.
No, the Giants have won like 4.
Giants
They
have
won.
won.
They won 2 this millennium.
You could
Eli
say
got a
you
couple.
could say the Jets. I would say the Chicago team. Chicago won with the Bulls, but like not the Bears, right? The Bears have been starved.
Yeah, Bears haven't won since '85. Miami Dolphins.
Hey, is Miami
Yeah.
count as a major? Like,
It does.
thank you, Deco, for all the biddies. Appreciate that love. We got a hype trade. Let's go.
Dallas. I mean, Dallas has been on outside of the Mavs in what they went in 2010ish. What was I'm trying to think when that was. Outside of
somewhere
that,
around there.
I mean, Stars.
I mean, you have the Rangers.
Cowboys.
Rangers won a couple years ago.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I would say the New York Knicks are probably the most. I mean, the biggest city.
I actually want to think about city in general, across all
City
4
in
major
general?
sports. Like, what city's the most starved for a title?
I mean, Detroit's probably up there.
Detroit, like
her last one was probably the Pistons. I don't think the Red Wings have won more recently than the Pistons did. Have they? Chairman, if you're still here, I don't know.
I
You can
think-
let us know.
Yeah, I mean,
But the Pistons, that was when was that? Like 2007? I don't know. Just thrown out.
I would say Detroit, like the Lions, could maybe qualify in that category.
Well, I just mean the whole city, Chris. Like, what's the most across all major sports? If
Oh.
you're a major city, like, who's the most like starved for, or just like had the worst last 25 years? Like the worst last 25 years, and maybe even over. If you're a major city, you probably have at least 4 major sporting teams, if not more.
So you
Obviously,
got to
New York
take LA out of it.
New York's got
Let's eliminate
what,
LA.
2 in every sport.
Yeah. LA, the Dodgers have won, the Lakers have won, the
Rams won.
Rams have. So LA is out.
I mean, in the last 25 years, Chicago's got 1 title with the Cubs.
Yeah.
So I
That's
would
not
say
great.
that. I
Oh
think-
no, Blackhawks have a bunch. Never
Oh
mind.
yeah. Blackhawks were dynasty for a little bit.
Yeah.
When did they
Maybe not a
win?
bunch,
When
but
were they
they-
winning theirs though?
Yeah, but that was like
early
2015.
2010s.
I was gonna, yeah,
They-
2013,
They were winning
2014.
along with the San Francisco Giants.
So maybe we take out Chicago then, maybe. But then
Yeah.
if you go into New York's split down the middle.
What about Houston? The Rockets. No,
Astros.
Astros. Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have a hockey team, which doesn't help their cause.
The answer for a city with all 4 major sports teams who has the longest championship drought is Minneapolis.
I guess I would just whether that's a major city in our opinion, but they all have all 4 in.
I would.
Yeah, none of them. Wait, I'm trying to think. The Wild haven't won ever. Timberwolves haven't won ever. The
Twins,
Vikings haven't won ever, and the Twins won in the early 90s.
Yeah, but I
93
guess
or something, 92, 93, something like that.
I guess we would have to
Kirby
stretch it
Puckett.
to mid markets, right? Like Denver's a mid market, San Antonio's a mid market, Minnesota, like all of those are kind of like middle of the road,
I guess if you have, I mean, Minneapolis has all 4 major sports teams, so that's it's not a huge market, but it's enough to have every sport there. So,
But yeah,
So on the same train of thought, can you name the only state with a professional sports team without a professional championship?
a state you said.
Yeah.
but they have to have at least one pro.
At least
Sports
one pro
franchise?
team. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, there's a bunch I can name.
Arizona.
Yeah, at least one pro team and no pro championships.
Arizona?
Nope.
The Diamondbacks have one, Chris.
Oh, Diamondbacks.
All right, let me run through some states here. Does
No, 10 Cats.
does Washington?
Recently.
Washington?
No, Washington
No,
has championships.
Give me Washington State or DC.
Oh, Seattle Seahawks. What am I talking about?
Both
The only thing
Washingtons.
I wasn't thinking about the football. I was thinking about the other sports.
Jalen Brunson couldn't quite get it. Out of bounds. Spurs ball. 1 point game. 43 seconds left in the third.
Is it Tennessee?
It's Tennessee.
3
pro teams, 0 championships.
Ooh.
And all
I mean, you think about it, like
all
the Predators
around
and
the 90s, like
yeah,
late
they
90s.
came around in the 90s, so they're not
The
exactly
Titans,
they've been
The
around.
Grizzlies and the
Wemby with the jam.
All these teams came around in the 90s, so they haven't been around forever. But yeah, that's still pretty
Don't worry, you have John Morant.
I'd rather not have John Morant.
Wemby, 15 points after that dunk there for the Spurs. 3-point game, 14 seconds left.
Side glass.
What a
Tied
shot.
up. I mean, it was a terrible shot. He didn't call that shit. Wemby didn't know Jalen was going to be in his grill. Jalen Brunson's a big threat to Wemby, you know?
Yeah. And just like
so
that,
we're
we
going to the
tied. We're tied. What a game one. I'll take it. Yeah. So, no, Rec changed the parameters for one of his trivia questions on that one. But yeah, we were talking. But I will say the individual sports teams that are in major markets that are starved would be, yeah, I would say the New York Knicks, right? The Knicks is probably the number one.
Knicks, yeah.
Jets probably is, I mean, Jets.
New York's just rough.
New York is rough.
The Islanders, not that, I don't know, they're like the little sister of hockey there, but
Yeah.
I don't think the Islanders have ever won. Am I mistaken?
Islanders won in like the 80s.
Okay.
So they could be in that mix, I suppose.
Rangers haven't won in a little while.
And someone threw out Brooklyn Nets, which, yes, but they were also the New Jersey Nets for forever, and they haven't been in Brooklyn that long. But also New York hurts with the Nets, who have not won an NBA title.
I mean, you could say Chicago Bears. Bears is probably another one. Bears is, when's the last time they did anything?
85.
They made the Super Bowl in like 06.
It was 06, and they lost to Peyton Manning.
In a terrible game.
Yeah.
That
Last
was one of the worst Super Bowls ever. Peyton Manning didn't even play well in that game.
Last Super Bowl for them, what, was 1985?
Yeah, that was the only
Bears.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Arguably the best defense ever. Arguably.
So yeah, so I feel like Chicago Bears, New York Knicks, New York Jets, when it comes to the major market franchises that are starved for championships, those are the ones. Clippers. Well, the Clippers, how long have the Clippers been around? I mean, Clippers, when they're
I feel like it's been.
they
a
moved
while.
up. They moved up from San Diego, but they've been in LA for a while.
Speaking of LA, the Chargers.
But they were also
Diego,
in San Diego.
Yeah, speaking of San Diego to LA.
Clippers moved to LA 42 years ago, Chris. So 1984.
1984. Okay. So yeah, they've been there for a minute, I guess. Yeah. So Clippers, throw the Clippers in there.
I mean, well, if you want to go NFL, we got Lions. Yeah. I mean, they're kind of in there. I would say they're a fringe, like big market team. I think they're pretty close to a big market team. Detroit's a big market.
Wings in 08 was even sooner, but still.
It's hard to keep the power on because there's so many people there, Chris.
Yeah, Mets. I guess Mets could fall into that category for the baseball. Mets,
maybe.
I mean, yeah, they've been starving. New York fans.
They were probably late 80s last time.
Yeah.
Like Daryl Strawberry and all that.
So, In New York, man, between the Mets, the Jets, and the Knicks, it's been a rough.
You could have gone down the line with the rhyming, and you chose to not.
New York is the most starved state. I think we could. It's safe to say New York is the most starved.
If you're saying the whole state, then you got to include the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, the Bills.
Buffalo, and the
Sabres. Whoops. Yeah, got to throw them in there too. I
figured out why the Clippers have never won a title, and I did not know this. I knew they were in San Diego. They were somewhere else before San Diego. Now that I looked it up.
Where were they?
Buffalo.
Oh, the Buffalo
Braves.
Yeah, Buffalo Braves.
So that's why they can't win. Buffalo has a curse. Did the Sabres win one with like Hasek back in the day?
They may have.
I know we played them. Didn't we play them? And didn't they have? No, never mind. No.
Zero. They have 0 Stanley Cup championships.
Buffalo's. If you're talking about mid-major, Buffalo's starved. Because we mentioned earlier, Nashville is pretty starved, even though they're young.
Yeah.
Nashville's another place that might burn it down.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what would happen if the Knicks won. Right now, the Knicks are winning. They're up 2 here with in the start of the fourth. By the way, the San Antonio Spurs fan base are still rocking all the strange colored shirts.
Yeah, what are we doing with the pink?
I don't the orange, the pink. If I'm not gonna lie, it's not my jam. I'm not feeling the color. It's so much cooler to have like all one color than all of these rainbow colors of their alternate logo, retro.
I don't know. I'm not even a fan of shirts in general.
I'd rather just
give me like a shirt. Like I'm going to the game, I'm probably putting on like, well, maybe not me, but a lot of people are probably wearing like jerseys, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, now I got to put on this shirt that probably doesn't fit me. It's either too big or too small, and it's not that nice of a shirt quality wise. I'd rather just give me like a towel. Give me a towel.
Yeah.
Or like a pom thing or whatever.
And you don't want to be shirt shamed because you can see the people in the crowd that don't want to wear the shirts. And
I can see the lady in the corner behind the Spurs bench. I know why she didn't want to put her shirt on.
Yeah, I mean,
she's trying to find love tonight.
Yeah,
get on TV, become famous.
They all the thirst traps in the crowd. Yeah. By the way, it is refreshing not to see all the flops. Speaking of flops, we had a little foul there. I don't know how much of a flop that was, but I've seen far less flops in this game than I did in the entire Western Conference Finals in like 2 minutes of those games. So that's kind of nice. But I will say the Spurs feel like they've kind of come off their physicality that they had. They were forced to be physical with OKC and all the flopping and all that stuff. They feel like they're, just kind of playing back to their normal game. Gosh, you could just lob the ball up to Wemby every time. I don't know. Oof. Tough miss there for Wemby. My thing here was like, I'm curious how a young team like the San Antonio Spurs will hold up against a veteran team like the New York Knicks, who've kind of gone through it in the playoffs quite a bit. And this is the first time this young Spurs team has made it this far. And there's a lot that comes with going the whole length of the NBA season and then an NBA Finals on top of all of it, all the other series that they played. But they're playing good ball, but it's just a nice rebound there by Wemby.
Is that a nice rebound? It's just nice to have the longest arms ever.
Did you see? By the way, have you seen all the social? Have you seen all the social media with the nuns? It's kind of another reason to be rooting for the Spurs. The nuns are rocking their Spurs jerseys and playing hoops in like the parking lot, and
OG.
They got prayers on their sides,
Never forget the day we didn't draft OG Anunoby when I wanted him in the draft as a Nugget fan.
Well, not only draft him, but he's always been rumored around trade deadlines over the years. Like, hey, let's see if the Nuggets could go get OG. Let's see if the Nuggets, because they were rumored with drafting him. Then they were always rumored with being in trade talks for him. And yet we never ended up getting him. Same thing with, I think Drew Holiday's always another one that's always in trade talks and rumors with the Nuggets and never ends up happening. Can you imagine?
Again?
OG. The shooting has been lights out for the Knicks in their big streak here. They've run an 11-game winning streak, by the way, in case you didn't know. And they have been absolutely just on fire shooting the basketball. There's a Castle 3 to keep it close. 2-point game, 8:30 left in this.
I don't know if this is accurate, but my son said he was playing NBA 2K today. And he has last year's version, so not this year's. He has the year before. And he said, Dad, do you know who the top 3 rated shooters are in this game? And one of them was Castle. And I was like, really? I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe they updated the rankings. It was Curry, Castle, and Jalen Brunson. And I was like, really? I can think of some better shooters than a couple of those guys. Curry's pretty good. I think he's proven himself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm also jealous. You know what I'm jealous of? I'm jealous of teams
making threes in the playoffs
that can draft dudes and they just make an immediate impact in their first couple years. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper.
It helps to have top 5 picks.
It helps to have top 5 picks, right? But it also helps to hit on your top 5 picks because a lot of people have top 5 picks and they don't always hit. Ooh, there's Tim Duncan and David Robinson in the crowd. There's no celebrities for San Antonio. Let's just be real. Celebrity Row.
Ava Longoria there?
Is he? I think she burned her her fandom with Tony Parker cheating on her. Which was
Bruh.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough go there. Knicks are veterans, but they're also the East, so it evens out. But again, we've been talking a lot about this, about how the East has been easy. It's been a cakewalk for sure. But the Knicks have been just blowing the doors off of those teams, rightfully so, because they're bad teams. So does that make it so they feel like a little bit better of a team than you would normally say against bad competition? Maybe. Speaking of Nuggets, what do you want them to do and expect to happen next year, especially after seeing both teams in the Western Conference Finals? So there's a lot that I wish the Nuggets would do. I think they need to... There's all these trade rumors, right, about Christian Brown and Cam Johnson, and yeah, sure, I see that. But what are you getting out of that? What I feel like you're not really getting much in return. They're at their lowest trade value you could possibly get for them. So it's not like you could just go out there and just trade them and feel good about what you're getting back. So I guess, I mean, if you think about it, Scotty, and I'm not saying this just, there's only one player that's tradable that has that peak value right now. Only one. It's Jamal.
Yeah.
That he's the one that is he's the only, and I don't think you're trading Jamal.
They might. It's not
off the table. No. I mean, I think if anything, I wouldn't hate seeing you throw Jamal into for if you get some 2 really good star caliber players and maybe a pick out of Jamal Murray, I can see that working. I've thought about this, Scotty, and I don't know if I'm completely on board with thinking about changing up what we've been doing with the 2-man game. The 2-man game, we know it takes a lot of the offense, right? How often are we running the 2-man game? And how often and how stale has it gotten? I mean, it still works.
It worked. It didn't work in the playoffs because neither of them could hit the broadside of a barn from 3.
True.
That's why it didn't work.
Yeah, agreed. And so my thing is you have players like Michael Porter Jr., Cam Johnson, and all these guys that, they're good offensive players, but when it comes to taking the ball out of their hands and putting it in Jokic and Murray's hands for a majority of the game, they're just not as effective in getting Cam Johnson his shots and getting some of these other players Michael Porter Jr. He could put up 40 a game if he really wanted to, but that wasn't the game plan. It was the 2-man game. Drive to the paint and find an open shot if you don't have anything in the paint. Like, you kind of just you take away a lot of the offensive power of some of these other players that can really put the ball in the net by running so much out of 2 players, right? So part of me is like, do we need something fresh? But part of me is like, goes back to, it's still a really good tandem they know each other. They know in and out how to run that. So I guess I go back and forth with how I feel about it.
I mean, the Nuggets need to be way more athletic. That's
true.
A huge issue right now. Their athleticism they're one of the least athletic teams in the league. So they have good basketball players, but they're not athletes. Like, we don't guard well. I mean, I watched the Spurs guard OKC and all this, and I'm just like, the Nuggets could never guard like that.
I do think that there's something to finding a way to get some help defensively for Jokic. The best Jokic ever did from a defensive standpoint was when he had a healthy Aaron Gordon behind him to protect the rim a little bit and be that secondary layer. And he was hurt.
He's not even a rim protector. We haven't had a shot blocker. Granted, Jokic is the center, but like, when was the last real shot blocker we had? Like Plumlee?
Yeah.
And he
was a liability on offense
everywhere else.
Yeah. Like he just wasn't good anywhere else. And so it's like, it's similar to what like the the Minnesota Timberwolves, speaking of Minnesota, you kind of have like when you had Karl Anthony Towns and you had Rudy Gobert, right? You kind of had a little bit of size there where, Karl Anthony Towns gets beat at the perimeter. Well, guess what? You got Rudy Gobert behind you to, help protect the rim as well. Now, I don't know. There's not really a market for bigs out there. I mean, Evan Mobley, maybe like a guy that can be right next to Jokic that can, do some things. I mean, maybe a trade for Evan Mobley from Cleveland to have some rim protection there, but like it's sparse. There's not much out there.
No, I think the Nuggets are in trouble. I just don't know an avenue where they can appreciate. They just don't have assets and the ability to move contracts and move players where in a win now window they can legitimately compete with the upper echelon of the league right now. They just can't.
Yeah. And in no particular order, there's a handful of players that I've kind of thought about that I've like, I don't know. Like if we made trades for certain players, so, I mean, there's some scoring aspects to it. Derek White from the Boston Celtics, getting a Derek White here. I think Derek White would be a ball in like a nice little addition here. I said Drew Holiday already. Drew Holiday, he's getting older. I mean, he's not going to be more athletic and he's not going to be younger. But still, I mean, he's kind of a veteran guy that can play some defense and be, an important piece to a team. I mean, any kind of length. I mean, I don't know. I think there are some players that I just feel would fit really well. Dyson Daniels from Atlanta. I know they love him and they're probably not going to get rid of him, but like, something like that. I know the Pelicans have a couple players that I feel like could be solid players elsewhere. So I don't know.
Chris, obviously this offseason, this isn't happening. But if they keep coming back season after season and failing to the extent that they have since their title, few years, 4 or 5 years, whatever that was years ago, it would be a travesty for the Nuggets to continue doing what they're doing, being a good regular season team and not a good playoff team. And I understand Jokic is incredible, but at some point, you don't want to get to the point where you're failing the playoffs every year and then eventually Jokic is just like, I'm retiring, and you get no assets for him. If you're not going to win a title, like I want a title. If you're not going to win a title, at some point you have to look at what sort of package can we get for Jokic and Murray and all these guys to totally reboot this franchise the way the Spurs did, the way the Thunder did, the way the Rockets kind of have like eventually. I know that's painful, but like to not get anything in return and continue to lose would be worse in my opinion, because then you're starting from square one, where if you could get an all-star player and like 3 first-round picks for Jokic at some point, like I don't even know if Jokic wants to be like, Jokic might get traded and retire on the spot. Like,
yeah, Jokic has no, he doesn't want him to go anywhere else. And
he probably has a no trade clause. I guess I don't know.
Well, and he's due to sign another contract, an extension this offseason.
That doesn't mean you can't trade him.
True. No, but I mean, I think I would be shocked. They're going to hold on to Jokic as long as they possibly can. They would trade.
I think that's a mistake.
They would trade. When you have like a legend player, like a legendary player of his caliber, it's hard to get rid of those guys at the end of their career. I mean,
a ton of teams have done it, Chris.
It's
Shaq. Giannis is about to get moved. I mean, not.
I don't know how Giannis hasn't been moved yet.
Giannis will be moved.
He will be.
Will he? We've been saying that for 3 years.
No, I've said it's possible, but this offseason, it's happening. They're not running it back anymore. And then 10 Cats or Black Market's like, Giannis isn't moving. Yeah, it is. He totally is. Sorry, I asked.
Let's see. Yeah, I think they would move Jamal Murray. I don't think they have the balls to do anything with Jokic. I don't think they do. He's brought the only championship. I get it. I know. I think when Jokic stops putting up
that is not the good way to run a franchise.
I'm not saying
it has to be cutthroat, and you don't pay a player for what or respect a player for what they did in the past. You do what you pay. You should pay them what they're going to be moving forward. It's not a lifetime achievement award. That's the bad way to run a franchise. It's just awful.
What is going on here on this game? There's a guy that's taking a selfie on the court. What are we doing? Like, can I say we're in the whole streamer social media world? Like we do this and everything, but like these like streamers or I don't even know if that's the streamer or what. What's the point? Like, stop.
Medic. Guys, there's a major game happening right this moment. What's happened? What game?
Something's happening? What's up, Medic? What are you talking about?
Just mentioned the selfie person. What do you mean? How much of this do you want us to cover?
The selfie.
I think he was talking about the game that happened last night in hockey.
3-point off the side of the backboard. Knicks rebound. Jalen Brunson coming up the court here. Just
scoop and score.
Jalen.
Like 8-point game midway through the fourth.
I mean, the Knicks
are looking comfortable right now, and the Spurs offensively look a little out of sorts. Like, not kind of bad shots, hurried, not take. I mean, that's the biggest thing about Wemby. I think that he can improve on in his game is like figuring out you don't need to rush into bad shots. Like, you can pretty much get what you want if you take your time and get to your spots.
Yeah, I think Wemby still, as good as he's going to be, I still think there's a lot for him to like learn.
Travel before he threw it away.
Yeah, and I think that there's there's going to be a lot for him moving forward that's going to get polished up over the course of his career. But these are the kind of little sloppy things that he gets himself into, especially he's done this a little bit in the last series with OKC. He's doing it here in this NBA Finals. I think that it might be a learning experience for him this year. I'm so interested in where some player might go next season. Can we please talk about some more instead of pesky playoff game?
I thought you wanted to talk about this finals game, but you rather talk about the Nuggets and where they might go in the next 5 years. I can do that.
Black Bucket, how many subs? Enough to bail me out of jail, and still enough to where I can pocket a little bit of the money.
Jalen Brunson coming up short there. Rebound comes down.
Pickpocket. Sorry,
I'm behind. I need to. Yeah, there we go. All right. I got Knicks with the ball here. There we go. I think I might be back up. Mikal Bridges misses. 86-94, 455.
Now you're ahead of me. Don't love that.
Wemby for 3 buckets. And just like that, Spurs closing the gap to 5 with a Wemby 3. So Spurs hanging in there with 4:48 left in this fourth quarter. Yeah, this is going to be a fascinating series.
Yeah. And I think a ton of people didn't believe in the Knicks, but I was one of the believers, Chris. Maybe the only believer outside of New York.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I feel like I'm talking like Trump right. I was the only one who ever believed in him. No one ever thought.
Only me.
They had a chance. Only me. I saw it.
I have the most belief ever. My belief is huge.
I think my belief might have got them the win.
But
he's probably cheering for San Antonio. Let's be honest. He's not cheering for New York.
I mean, he's from New York, so
I know, but he kind of hates New York right now, so it's complicated. It's a little complicated.
Let's see. Looking through here.
This series has the potential to be one of the best ever. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. I think it's going to be a back and forth series, I think. I hope. And hopefully good basketball's played both ways, and hopefully everyone stays healthy on both teams so we get that.
One of the has potential to be one of the best ever.
Hammond retired in the rafters?
I think it might be. I mean, I think it has to, like, I don't know. We'll see how the Spurs experience goes in this series. Like, I want it to go all the way through. I just think this New York team might be a little bit more seasoned.
Well, I mean, they were favored coming into this, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. And now all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't know how this Spurs team can hang.
No, Spurs were favored.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But now you're talking like, well, I don't know how the Spurs can possibly hang with this.
Well, I guess, I mean, even just watching, right? Even just watching, like, how the Spurs have played this game one, and maybe it's nerves, maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, off the side of the backboard for Wemby, and then out of bounds. We'll see where this goes.
No, they got a foul.
Oh, they got a foul call here. So, you know how you can just tell? You're just like, all right, this seems like it should be a pretty even matchup. Seems like it should go a certain way, but like you can just tell, like your eyeball tests, like at least so far in this game one, you know, Spurs came out a little quick, and then you just knew that the Knicks were going to kind of work their way back into this game. And now it's just like the Knicks look comfortable. Jalen Brunson looks absolutely like he's in his bag. And I feel like the Spurs are kind of just erratic, more so. Like the Knicks look like they're in control. The Spurs look like they're just...
And yet it's a 4-point, it could be a 3-point game in a second.
Yeah.
So...
if all the players stay healthy, this thing could be a classic series.
This game's very much in the air. I like the patches on both teams. It's like one has a patch for USA and one has a patch for Abu Dhabi.
Just a little contrasting. Wemby is sucking. He's doing okay. He's not probably up to what you want to. I think he might have some nerves.
Offensively, he's not playing a good game. Not up to his standards.
No.
Some of that's Russian. I mean, he travels a lot, and they just don't call him. And then again, they don't call anybody for travel.
Traveling is legal in the NBA.
And then, then he gets
an
bailed out.
I'd prefer that. I don't even want him to call an offensive foul there. Just don't call a foul at all, because
gets bailed out.
Cat was in pretty good position, and let me see on replay here.
Let's see.
I mean, Wemby drives into him.
He gets the arm on the way down.
He gets him on the arm. He shouldn't have done that. Maybe it wouldn't have been called. But maybe he was trying to get him to the line instead. I don't know.
Just gets it in there for the and one. So Wemby at the line here to cut it to 1 with 3:24 left in this game. Let's see. I mean, it's crazy to think that Wemby's going to probably be a perennial, at least Western Conference Finals type of player for the next foreseeable future. Kind of wild.
Maybe. I mean, it depends on the roster around them, but they're young right now. They can hold on to this roster for a few years, and then we'll see.
Cole's complaining about the flopping in this game.
I didn't think there was a flop on that play. I think Cat got a shoulder from Wemby, so he went down, and I don't know. I love calling Cat for flopping, but I didn't think that was one.
Missed there from Brunson. Wemby bringing up the ball, going to the hoop.
Bail him out.
And New York comes back with it.
Like the no
ball.
Oh,
3-point, Shamit. Nope.
Hard.
Man, the Knicks are just all over the place here. 2:39 left. Brunson with the ball, getting to the rim. High shot, doesn't quite get there. Wemby
affected that one.
Yeah. There's been a handful of shots where you just see New York Knicks players we've seen it all year long, where you get the ball in the paint, it looks like an easy layup, and you just have to like dribble it out because Wemby's gonna.
Ooh. That's it. Shot they usually.
Oh man, that wingspan.
I feel like they kind of bailed him out on that one. A bad pass that he made an incredible reach back to grab, but did he actually get fouled? I don't even know. Kind of a bailout.
I mean, his wingspan sells this. Like when that was barely a touch. Barely a touch. No, that's not a foul. That's a bailout. Don't love that at all. Don't love that call at all. Pretty positive Nuggets get swept by either of these teams. I mean, no. No.
Possibly.
We won this season.
No, honestly, we played better against San Antonio than most other teams did.
For some reason, it's all about matchups.
Matchups is so important. I mean, why do you think the Timberwolves? It's like, I mean, there's like these rock, paper, scissors types of matchups like that you see throughout the entire NBA. Like we lost to OKC a ton. OKC lost to San Antonio a ton. San Antonio lost to Denver a ton. It was just kind of like these one beats the other, and it's just, but you're right, though.
The playoffs? Yeah, well, some will say no heart, and I feel like I would have liked to see more heart, but like the biggest issue the Nuggets had in the playoffs is they shot the ball on wide open looks. I'm just talking about open looks. Way worse
Brunson
than they did
out
in the season.
OG for three, nothing.
Brunson.
Both teams going cold. Brunson for three.
Brunson
nails it.
The lead back for the Knicks. Under 2 minutes on the clock. 2-point game.
This is
Spurs coming back here.
Can we get ourselves
tied up or even take the lead?
Brunson 28 points, 11 for 30.
I mean,
not
11 for 30 is not not what you're looking for, but that was a clutch shot.
2 for 9 from
I
3.
like the no call on the flop on the screen, but missed shot from the Spurs.
I mean, you look across
this is a big possession.
You look around the court. Cat, solid defensively. OG, solid defensively. Brunson can be pretty good defensively. Mikal Bridges is a good defender. I mean, even Josh Hart. I mean, Josh Hart is a hustle, defensive kind of minded player where he gets those steals. Like, they're just built so strong from a defensive standpoint. And then once they get out in the open court, it's just tough to stop them.
And I would argue all those players are pretty good offensive players.
True. I mean, they're two-way players.
Maybe they don't have the elite of the elite. Like, I don't know. Brunson, to me, I don't even know if he's in my top 10, which he's probably in most people's top 10, towards the back of the top 10. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not for me. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
I think if he wins this series, I think you might have to start creeping it up a little bit.
But from 1 to 5, I mean, on the court right now, every player can do it on both sides, and you can rely on to do it. They're just a talented team without, like, I mean, Brunson's the leader and the most talented or best player, but yeah, he's not. I don't think he's top 10 for me, to be honest.
I mean, I think.
Ooh.
Can you? Oh, and a steal there. The Knicks coming up the court. Run the clock. Yeah, run the clock. I mean, that's a smart. That's a smart play for Hart to pull that back out and just run this clock. Because I mean, you have a 4-point lead with less than a minute. I mean, time is on your side. You get a bucket here. It's looking pretty good for you. Like,
bail him out. Oh, I didn't want the bailout call, but what?
I mean, Brunson.
He just told me. He just heard that I said I don't think he's top 10. And he's like, "I'll show you."
And he just said, not today. And Wemby clanks it. Rebound Knicks.
They call a push on the rebound. So Knicks ball 29 seconds to go, up 6. This one feels like it's going to go the way of New York for game 1.
Medic, can you imagine years into the future how we watch you really love this series? Medic, you think this is going to be like the best series you've ever seen in the ever played.
That's what you mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Years in the future, how we watch Wemby, Castle, and company go up against Brunson and Big Cat for the title. I remember watching the big finals of the past, and I think this one's going to be this one's going to 7, is going to be a dogfight the whole way. Don't get me wrong. I think this is going to be a good series. I don't know if I mean, you're really hyping it up. Which
yeah, I don't think it's to that level.
I mean, this would need. Bro, I love all the series. I would say if you have like games that are like down to the last shot, if every single game came down to one shot, and you were getting on the edge of your seat for each one, then maybe it can reach some of that like elite level, and you do that for 7 games back to back to back, then sure. I think you can maybe start getting into some of those conversations, but like, I don't know. This is really early.
This will be more of a story of the Knicks finally getting over the hump if they do. Let's say the Knicks win this series. They get over the hump. It's a great story. Because like, if this is an all-time great team, you look at it's a veteran team, and exactly 0 of these players have like won a title, and they've been on other teams as well. So it's not like they're just an all-time team. Now they're playing great basketball right now. Don't get me wrong, but what they finished they finished what, 4th in the East? Is that right? 3rd, 4th?
If I want to say they finished, where did they finish? They finished 2nd in the Atlantic Division. They finished 3rd in the East.
And this won't be the best version of the Spurs that we see. They're still young. They're gonna get better, unfortunately. If you're a team in the West like the Nuggets, unfortunately, the Spurs are only gonna get better.
Now, if you run this back,
especially if they lose this series. If they lose this series, they're gonna even put in more work in the offseason. Sometimes, obviously, when you win, you get a little complacent. Maybe don't put in the work. So if they lose the series, they're only going to be better next year.
Now, so Medic, if they run it back next year, and let's say this is a repeat, let's say they go back and we have a rematch in the next year's finals, and you have a San Antonio team that's been through the experience of playing through an entire playoff run, an NBA finals, and then they have this revenge kind of style to it, then I think you might be getting closer to, a little bit more of the hype that you might be talking about now. But like for now, I mean, I think right now, I think this is going to be a really good series. I think if it would be even better next year if they ran it back and you see the same rematch next year, if these two teams are like at the top of their games. But you're also going to need to worry about, the East, again, you're going to have to, Boston's on their way back up. They're going to start. They finished eight. They're finished second in the division with a banged up team that didn't have their star player for most of the season. That came back and then
player back and lost to the 76ers.
True. But they're gonna figure out a way to find
you love you some Celtics.
I hate the Celtics. You kidding me? I can't stand the Celtics.
But you always pick them. Always pick them in the East.
It's because they have a lot of parallels with the Nuggets, and maybe I can kind of like empathize with them a little bit. But yeah, they're well coached and they have solid players. I think we'll see Jaylen Brown's on that roster next year. I feel like there's some weird things happening there's some weird things happening on that team behind the scenes, but give me the Hornets next year, says Captain. I would love to, that would be entertaining. I would like to see the Hornets. The Hornets were fun this year, and they're going to be better next year. I would take some Hornets. Hornets did well this year. They're going to finish better than 9th in the Eastern Conference, that's for sure. To have a 44-38 record and be in the play-in and be one of the most entertaining teams to watch, and they have a young roster with young talent that's really good. I'll take that. Yeah, let's see. Other thing is, do both teams keep their players or trade them off? Well, I think, the Spurs are pretty much going to be tweaking. I think they're not going far away from what they have now with Castle. I think Harper becomes more of a piece that they're going to be focusing on. They still have a lot of draft picks, so they could always be trading and tweaking with those. They have a lot to do.
Unless they wanted to move like Fox for somebody, I don't see them doing anything. But that would be the only move you could make that would be substantial in any fashion. I'm not saying they should do that, but that would be it.
And the Knicks, obviously, if they win, they're not going to be making a ton of moves. I just don't anticipate huge changes for either of these teams, given the fact that, they're where they are in the NBA Finals, playing against each other, and one has a veteran roster that you probably want to keep together for a while, and another one is a young, talented roster that you're just trying to figure out which pieces you're going to build around. So you already have those pieces. It's just what are the key role playing pieces that you need to make to make the Spurs that much better next year should they lose this NBA or win regardless.
That'll do it for game 1. 105-95 final. If you're a Knicks fan, you can thank Rec for calling this game over in the first half with the Spurs winning.
Happy to help. Hey, my mom was a Knicks fan, so I was just trying to help her.
Yeah, very gracious of you. Do you have any predictions for next game, Rec?
Obviously, the Spurs are going to dominate.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson talking trash at the end. I don't know. There's something that
something's going on that's weird.
Something someone said.
I don't know if it's a fan or if it's with a player
or someone on the media, because that was where the media table was as well. But he looked like he was talking behind the table, like to someone who was saying something. I don't know. That was weird. Jalen Brunson is locked in, man. He is. He's in a spot where, man, he's in a rhythm right now. Jalen Brunson
team now 12 straight wins in the playoffs. Hard to argue with that. You can argue with who they've played, but now they just beat a Spurs team that. And maybe the Spurs weren't as rested and came off an emotional series beating, on the road, beating the defending champs. But, yeah, Knicks get now home court advantage moving forward, and we'll see what happens. See what happens in game 2.
Spurs shooting 25% from 3. Knicks only shooting 30% from 3.
Maybe it's going to be a selfie guy.
Offensive rebounds in favor of the Spurs. Defensive rebounds dead even. Total rebounds pretty much even. Assists 20-16, nothing there. Steals, Knicks had 8 steals versus 4 for the Spurs. And both are even in block shots. It was just making buckets towards the end in the clutch when you needed to. And I didn't think the Spurs were able to get a lot of quality shots down the stretch, and that hurt them more so than the Knicks, who got really good quality shots at the end. And Jalen Brunson hitting some tough ones too, but 30 points for Jalen Brunson in this one. And then you also have, when it comes to, let's see, the Spurs only shooting 36% from the field is not great. That's not going to win you a basketball game. Defense was the big thing here. 105-95 was the final. Spurs only shooting 41% from the field, so it was just defensive game.
I'll be right back. Just a second.
Yep. But you could just tell. You can tell watching that game 1 who was in a little bit more of the control, that they knew their game plan, they knew what they wanted to do, but they just felt like there was more confidence coming from the New York side than I felt like from the Spurs, where the Spurs were just trying to find that rhythm at certain points, and they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't get into their offense the way they wanted to. Wemby was kind of a little bit off in some of those different areas of the basketball game. He finished with 26, but it didn't feel like a solid. 6 for 21 from the field for Victor Wembanyama is not great. When you look down at the efficiency of that, it's not gonna get it done. And I just felt like the veteran New York Knicks team just felt like they were in control for a majority of that game. Just confidence. They look like they've been here before, and they're led by a team by players that are just really. They have their team locked in. You could just tell. No one was making shots. Let's see. I enjoy defensive basketball games, but I feel like less fun for the casual fan. Yeah. I think this was it was a fantastic game 1. Got to bounce, guys. Much love. Hey, let's go. NBA Finals basketball is the best. Thank you, Medic, for popping in. Spurs are trying to play fast and out of control. Yeah, I think the Spurs were trying to. They weren't playing at their normal pace that I feel like they wanted to. Spurs won their NBA championship in the last round. That was also something that I feel like, Joe. That's a good point. Like, they put a lot of time and energy and effort into game planning for a team like Oklahoma City that has all the shenanigans with their foul baiting and all the physicality that comes with that. And then that was my biggest argument for the Knicks to be successful, against or the Spurs to be successful against the Knicks, was the fact that they, battled through a lot of those things. But when you have a team that the Knicks, who was they just looked so confident in that game, and they knew what they wanted to do, and they executed. That was it. I'm actually leaning towards the Kings solely because responded to 10 cats there. So game 1 goes to the New York Knicks. Let's see what that looks like with the series betting odds as we look into game 2 in San Antonio for this next one. So current odds for game 2 as we hey Ducky. The Knicks inflate. They were 4.5-point favorites. Thank you, Ducky, for the raid. Go give Ducky a follow if you haven't already. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a great stream. My name is Chris. This is Scotty. We are your hosts for the Action Lab. Talking some NBA Finals after the first game is this that is in the books. 4.5-point spread for Game 1, Scotty, in favor of the Spurs. 5.5 for Game 2. Which you would expect the Spurs to play better in Game 2, and you would expect them to take care of home court. Honestly, I kind of am leaning towards the Knicks, but I'm not going to bet it now. I might. I think it's a live betting opportunity for waiting for the Spurs to go on a run and just get a better number for the Knicks, but.
Yeah, I just looked at the finals odds for winning, and it's flipped a bit, Chris. I have on DraftKings Knicks minus 140 now. Spurs plus 120.
Yeah, I'm similar on FanDuel, minus 134 for the Knicks and plus 114 for the Spurs. And if you got Jalen Brunson as your, I think Jalen Brunson was 3.5 to 1 on Finals MVP. He's now down to plus 100. So he's dropped. Victor Wembanyama. Here's the thing. If you think the Spurs are going to win, Victor Wembanyama is most likely to be the MVP. This is the best chance to get Victor Wembanyama odds that you can at plus 120, because he was minus, like, I don't know. He was a heavy favorite. I think he was minus 370 to win Finals MVP at one point. Now he's plus 120. So
I'm going to be honest. I would have thought the game tonight would have moved the series closer to like a toss-up, like minus 110 each-ish kind of feel. Maybe people overreacting to the Knicks win a little bit. I mean, listen, and I know the Knicks didn't shoot great, but are the Spurs going to shoot 11 of 43 from 3 in another game in this series? I don't think so.
Yeah. I
mean, I go back and forth. I can't decide who I even like. Forget who I want to cheer for. I can't decide who I think is going to win the series.
Just root for a good series.
I can do that, but I also, my brain works with like, but who do I think is going to win? Like, I can't eliminate that from my brain. Doesn't mean it's always right, but it's more right than you, Rick.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's not even going far. That's the lightest statement I could make.
I mean, the Knicks are the best shooting 3-point team and best shooting team in the NBA playoffs right now. The Knicks are averaging over the course of the NBA playoffs 51.5% from the field, 40% from 3. Whereas the Spurs are 47% from the field and 36.5% from 3. So, I mean, they're still in the top 4 of all playoff teams. The New York Knicks by far have been the best shooting team across the landscape of the playoffs up until this point.
The Spurs have played 2 teams in the playoffs better than, in my opinion, better than anybody the Knicks have played in the playoffs thus far. So some of that's got to be adjusted to your opponents a little bit. With the Thunder and Timberwolves, I think are better than anybody that the Knicks have played in the playoffs.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even still, I mean, yeah, I think this, you have to be able to slow down the New York Knicks when it comes to what they can do from an offensive standpoint. And they did a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. And I think the Knicks defense has been very, very good too. New York Knicks from a defensive standpoint, only allowing their opponents to 100 points on average per. Same thing. You can make the argument of their quality of opponents. And as far as the San Antonio Spurs, they're 6th in the total playoffs for who what they've limited their opponents to at 105 points per game.
Yeah, when you look at metrics, like the Knicks are going to dominate every metrics in the playoff because they've blown teams out basically throughout.
Yeah.
So they're going to win every metric in that sense of like, I mean, when you win a game by like, remember what was that in the first round against the Hawks? They won the game clinching game. They were up like 50 at half.
Yeah, the last game of the series.
Yeah, that was like game 6, I think, and they were up 50 at half. It was stupid.
Yeah. So odds are shifting. Money's moving around for game 2. Money line for the Knicks game 2 is up to plus 180. Spurs minus 150 or 215. As it's continues to adjust here. The Spurs trending towards a -6, at least in the odds and the juice on where people are betting right now on game 2 when it comes to the spread. Right now, -5.5 at -114, and it seems to be juice in that direction towards 6.5. So if you want to bet on the Knicks getting points, I would say just wait. You're going to probably get a better number, but don't know if it's going to go crazy here. Too far the other direction. But either way, there's a lot of confidence coming from this Knicks team. I almost think the more that goes towards the Spurs, the more more and more I like the Knicks to Knicks on the spread. Still kind of intriguing to me. Not pulling the trigger yet though. Trying to think of anything else to pull away from this game. Let me scour the Twitterverse and see if there's anything we're missing after game 1 of the NBA Finals here. Let's see. Lots of opinions coming in. Lots of opinions on Wemby. Lots of opinions on what this San Antonio Spurs team did. Lots of people talking about all the celebrities that were the Knicks celebrities populating all the front row seats, like how they were able to get those seats. And that was another thing that's been trending on here. I mean, they're going to pay what they want to pay. Let's see.
And frankly, I guess I don't know for sure. It's very possible that the Spurs are holding seats for celebrities like that, and because they can make more money off that by selling it to them, or probably not. But you would hope not in the finals, for sure. And those seats should be taken up, but yeah, if you're a Spurs fan and I guess maybe the price is high enough. I don't know. Who knows what those people were willing to pay for those tickets.
And by the way, the Knicks, this will be the first time that they are favorites to win the NBA championship since 1994, and only the third team since 1973 to be favored in the NBA finals as a Knicks team.
94, and they lost to the Rockets in like how many games?
And that's, I don't know. I can't remember what that was. So this, by the way, Rockets, but this makes 12 straight wins. They're streaking, man. We're going streaking. We're going through the quads of the gymnasium. Knicks, 12 straight wins. Can they make it 13?
I mean, another point you could bring up, though, is like the moment they lose a game, because I'd be very shocked if they sweep this series. How do they react to that? Like, do they start to question them? Because they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. And I don't think you should lose that confidence off of losing one game, and hopefully they wouldn't. But you never know. Once you start losing a game, then it starts, and even if you and then you lose a second game, are you starting to doubt yourselves? Are you questioning how you're playing? Are you getting on your teammates? Like, Listen, I feel like I've just argued both sides back and forth all night. I don't know. I have no idea.
By the way, low key,
I'm very confused on who I think is going to win this series.
Low key, the dude that came out onto the court
Spurs are a better team, but I think the Knicks are a hot team right now that's really hard to beat. So,
yeah.
You told me which team is better fundamentally. I'd say
this guy is not paying the least bit of attention to you.
no. My stupid headphones get like unplugged easily, so I couldn't even hear you. What were you saying?
No, what's funny, I got this up on screen. I found this on Twitter. Low key, the dude that goes in for a selfie, Wemby goes to smile for the selfie.
And Mitchell Robinson's like,
Mitchell Robinson's,
no one's ever wanted to take a selfie with me before.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson's like,
I'm confused.
Bro, like, what are you doing on the court? Dude? Wemby's like smiling for the selfie.
But the selfie only got like Wemby's number. I mean, he was pointing down, and he's like 5 feet tall.
What is that?
Wemby's face wasn't even in it.
I know, and Wemby's trying to give him the love. Like Wemby's just so like.
Wemby kind of found that. I mean, we kind of talked about how he's not a lot of fun sometimes, but he laughed at that at least.
Hilarious. Shout out to Wemby for smiling for the photo in the middle of a fan running out on the court. But yeah, I think those are some of the bigger takeaways. Again, Knicks 12-game winning streak, looking confident. The Spurs trying to get back on track here after a tough series with OKC. I was curious if the Knicks would be rusty because the Knicks have been off for a little bit. Like they were the hottest shooting team in the NBA against some of their opponents that they've been playing against. But at the same time, like there's a hot shooting team with a lot of time off is like, yeah, I think that's something that I was curious if they were going to be rusty coming out into this game. And sure enough, they were to start and they turned it up. And even though they weren't the best offensively, they still made shots what they needed to. And I mean, they're only going to get better.
I think potentially this will be the worst offensive game we see from both teams.
Agreed.
Because they're getting a feel from each other.
Yep.
But I think the higher... I mean, the Spurs were just way too quick, way too fast, settling. They got to calm down a little bit. It's fine. Your top players, again, are 20, 21, 22. So first game jitters maybe in the finals. Who knows? If I were to bet right now, I would bet on the Spurs to win the series only because they're plus money. Like, I don't know the win. The Knicks could win, and maybe I want the Knicks to win because we talked about that. This is the most confused I've been in my life, Chris.
The most confused. We have no idea who's going to win this series.
I don't know who I want to win, and I don't know who I think will win, and it's confusing.
The more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm talking myself into the Knicks. Like,
oh, that's pretty evident.
Yeah, I think the more and more we just go down this road, I'm just like, give it to the Villanova boys, give it to them. Why not? Like they like give it to the New York Knicks. They've been star franchise. Their city has just been dead in the water for so long. Maybe it's their time. Maybe this is it for them. So I don't know. Maybe that's where I'm at. Maybe I'll switch back for the Spurs next game. I don't know. I can't figure it out. The selfie fan needs time in the way to give their team extra time out when the other team is going on a run. Yeah, it's like an extra. Yeah, give your boys a little rest.
I'm back, baby.
Hey, Piglet. Thank you for the 24 months. I've been held hostage here for 2 years. Oh my gosh, let's effing go. How we doing?
Why are you holding her hostage? That's rude.
I mean, we're pretty good at it,
Rec, we hold everyone hostage except for you, but you keep coming back when we don't even hold you here. Like, we're like, leave.
I mean, y'all did pay for
Free
my
yourself.
ticket for a free trip.
That's not true.
Chris did.
Thank you. To be fair, I think he used, sub funds, which is fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sub funds actually contributed as well. It's an addiction, I tell you. Yeah, sorry, we can be addicting, you know. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry that you guys are, the best fans and best lab rats out there in the world.
I don't know if we'll get Meta Gibby back because if we're not fully engrossed in this series every second,
Medic's like, you better think this is the best series we've ever seen. Ever. Yeah, we love you.
We love you.
He's still being dad, right? He's still dad duties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, well, since he's not here, we could talk about other sports.
Hockey.
Yeah.
That
was a fun game last night.
Well, fun in what sense?
There was a lot of action going on. Every period started with a goal within the first 90 seconds. First two periods had a goal in the first 30 seconds.
That series, I do know who I'm rooting for, even though I'm not really watching the series as closely.
You root for Carolina?
It's Carolina. We can't,
Yeah,
I think the world is rooting for Carolina.
I put money on Vegas.
Golden Knights rallied from 5-4, rallied for a 5-4 win in Game 1 over the Hurricanes. I was watching that game. I was like, man, Hurricanes score right off the top. They're looking good early in that series or in that Game 1, and I'm like, all right, like finally we can have a team that's gonna, do something and dominate against Vegas. And then I turn off the game, and sure enough, I wake up the next morning to a 5-4 Golden Knights win, and I'm like, come on, man, what are we doing? And Captain in the chat, by the way, guys, the World Cup is 1 week away. Let's go. Unbelievable.
I think it's like 10 days away, but sure. Same
yeah. We got, USA, right? We
talked on Sunday about their big friendly. It was, listen, I'll take anything at this point. So, looking good against Senegal on Sunday, and then they play 3 days from now against Germany in their last friendly before the official World Cup starts for them. So excited. Starts next Thursday. Are we sure?
A week from tomorrow.
Okay. So that's 8 days, to be clear. I thought it was 9 or 10. So, tomato. 8 days a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
According
to Captain.
Either way, I'm excited. USA is going to be playing, I think, on that Friday or next Friday, which
I just got a red, white, and boner.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for USA. We're gonna see. I think I saw when people are kind of questioning some of the World Cup roster and what we've put together. I think we've only taken 4 midfielders to this World Cup, which people are kind of questioning.
There's no way that's true.
I believe that's true.
To find midfielders, it's a 26-man roster. That'd be impossible.
I mean,
I don't know who you saw that wrote that, but they should be fired on the spot.
Let's see. Coach formerly named exactly 4 recognized central midfielder. Well, I guess central midfielders. Central midfielders.
Central,
yeah. Central. That's what I meant.
You only played 2.
Which
4 seems like plenty.
Which people are like, you probably want a couple more just in case to have a little depth there, but no.
What?
That's
stupid.
Some people are like
talking about.
Some people are questioning it. I don't know. I mean, I didn't put. I'm not saying it's
4. You said 4 midfielders. I'm like, well, there's 0% chance that's true.
Sorry, I forgot to say central midfielders.
That's a big discrepancy.
Yeah.
4 is plenty. So mmove on, people. Stop being boring.
We've also had a bunch of football moves.
Did have a lot of trades.
Never heard of it.
A lot of trades.
The Browns decided they want to try and go 0-17 this year.
Good for them.
Yeah, we had some trades in the NFL. We have, what's funny? Every time someone gets traded to the Cleveland Browns, You always, no one's ever excited to be traded to the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it's worse when you're coming from LA, because like LA is a pretty sweet spot to be, I would think.
Well, and you were like in the Super Bowl mix, and now you're going to Cleveland.
And now you've gone to Cleveland, yeah. So, so we had, in case you missed it, we had Jared Verse going to the Cleveland Browns, and then you add Myles Garrett getting traded to the Rams, and then all of a sudden you have speculation of the Rams maybe get it. Like there's a lot of rumors of who might be coming out of retirement, Scotty.
Yeah, we'll see.
A certain Hall of Fame defensive player that you may have heard of might be coming out of retirement.
I don't really believe it, but
Aaron Donald, yeah, he was like
he's been out for 2 years now.
Yeah,
I know he's Aaron Donald, but he's only getting older, and you've been out of the league for 2 years, and now you're like he's like 30. What late? I mean, he's 30,
he's 35.
I just don't see that happening. I don't.
Then you had AJ Brown going to the Pats. We haven't talked about that. So he is off on his way to New England.
Or Diana Rossini, unable to break that news.
Yeah, Diana Rossini. She was probably saving someone from a boating accident or something. I don't know. But
yeah, the AJ Brown thing it'll be interesting. I mean, he reunites with Vrabel. So, well, we think it's going to be Vrabel. Probably be Vrabel, right? It helps the Patriots. It doesn't help the Eagles necessarily, but like there's a reason you're trading. There's a reason you're trading him at the same time, obviously, and why you took the Steelers' first round pick in the first round.
Mekhi Lemon.
Yep. So, I think it's a good move for New England mostly, but like also I think New England. I don't know if New England really gets back to where they were this year ever, with this current roster, even with the addition. I have questions.
Yeah, I feel like New England's a 10-11 win team as opposed to the 14 win team they were last year.
Yeah, it feels like the AFC Championship game was just teams that overachieved last year. Will never be back again, and we hate them. So
everyone hates them. We also had some other news. We have Micah Parsons. Michael Parsons out till at least mid-October. So they thought they were going to initially get him back in the first month of the season.
No, they didn't. He's always been this. And he said on it that that's a rule with the Packers is if you've had a second ACL surgery, you're out a minimum of, I forgot what he said, like 16 months, I'm going to say. Was it 16? I don't know. I forget how many months it was, but he was never going to start. And obviously being a
Did anyone else see that pop up in Sky's face cam?
Pop up.
Am I seeing things? Because I just saw like a little thumbs up pop up in Sky's face cam for no particular reason.
I mean,
Chris, are you doing shit back there?
I'm not doing anything.
Thumbs up.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. I'm
gonna see if I can find if I can clip it because that was weird.
You can clip it. I don't know where that came from. By the way, Captain, I recently got into soccer for fun, and the running clock is the best idea ever. Love the running clock.
Is that sarcasm?
That's
the worst idea ever. It's messed up that sport quite a bit.
I mean, running clock is how it's always been. Mahomes gonna be back for week 1. You think, Scotty? I mean, I think he is.
99.8% chance.
I don't think they put him on. I don't think they put the Chiefs on Monday Night Football week 1 if they didn't think he was going to be coming back. Like, yeah.
We can beat the Broncos with Fields.
I mean,
but he'll probably.
They were already like 75% going to put it on there just for Bo Nix because they think he's like a superstar now. So they were going to put them on there for Monday night.
Is Bo Nix going to be back? That ankle is fucked.
Yeah, it's blown out of proportion. He'll be back. He'll be good.
Well, it's definitely blown out.
Oh shit!
Y'all are just, all these meme. You can't never believe what you see on the internet all the time. It's like people throw in like they take the image of his ankle, then they like screw it up, and then someone else screws it up more, and then they Photoshop it. And
no, I've seen the Instagram post from his wife, and that ankle's fucked. Chris, the only people. It's interesting because I was golfing with a buddy last week who went to Oregon, my Oregon buddy, and he's like, "Oh, I heard that picture is not real," and I was like, "Oh no, that picture's real." It is literally Bronco fans turning that into that's fake news when it is absolute. Maybe people are doctoring it and making it worse than what I've seen, but what we saw on this screen, Chris, is reality.
I mean, all of this ones that I've seen are all parody accounts that have like blown it up and just made it like.
You've seen the real deal. You've seen the real deal. You watched it on this stream. It's fucked.
I'm so happy to not have to see Garrett twice a year now, says Captain. Yeah, he's not. You don't have to worry about him over there in Cincinnati. You know?
It's Cincinnati.
Or no, it's not. Captain.
You mean?
Or like it's like Cincinnati doesn't have to see him twice a year. You know.
Yeah. So Joe Burrow has a slightly lower chance of dying this year.
Yeah, which is.
Also, I found it. I'm not crazy. I swear to God.
What was it? It was like a thumbs up.
It's just a thumbs up that popped up in your webcam for no particular reason.
I can't explain that.
Let me see.
I have to learn.
Yeah.
You have to learn the speed limit in LA.
No idea what that is. No idea if that's. Anyways.
Did one of y'all do something in chat? I don't know why that just magically popped up.
I didn't do anything.
Miles Garrett will have to learn to drive the speed limit. Speaking of learning to drive the speed limit, Scotty.
Brandon
Ayuk is also needing to learn how to drive at the speed limit. He was issued a warrant for his arrests on a misdemeanor charge of exhibition of speeding in reference to a video he posted on YouTube in December, because that's the smartest thing to do, right? In which he appears to tape himself from the driver's seat. So phone in hand from the driver's seat, going well over the speed limit. And there's nothing wrong about all that.
I kind of just don't care about Brandon Ayuk news at this point. Like, dude's an idiot. Kind of a waste of a talent, but he got his payday and then he just like
went crazy.
Lost his
Stop caring.
Yeah.
And then you have Mr. Spicy. Russ. He's retiring from the NFL and joining CBS, cashing in. What's he making at CBS? I don't even know.
I don't know if Russ is going to be a good fit for TV or not.
I don't know how exciting he is. How exciting is Russ on TV?
Like, Jameis is 100 times more exciting.
Oh, I would take Jameis on TV over Russ 10 out of 10 times.
It is sucking.
Russ just always feels fake. So it's like, even though he tries to build excitement, it doesn't feel real. It's like his fake persona. Like Mr. Unlimited. Like, I just don't buy it. A lot of people have been like, I've seen a lot of people like, hey, is he going to be a Hall of Famer? I'd be shocked if Russell Wilson ends up in the Hall of Fame.
Eli hasn't made it yet, so if Russ is going to make it, it's going to have to be like year 7 of his eligibility when he makes it.
I mean, I know he had some team success. I think he made 1 second team All-Pro in his career, Russ. That's not a Hall of Fame.
I'll look up all of his accomplishments.
Like he has
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he has like little spurts of like time frames that he was really good. Like his first 3 years.
Very good.
Yeah, like he had like little spurts, but like overall, I don't know. I'm not there, at least. I'm not there.
Ironically, he would have been more likely to make the Hall of Fame if he would have just retired before getting traded to the Broncos. The end of his career is also going to hurt him.
10-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, constantly in the Offensive Player of the Year mix, but never winning it.
Yeah, 1-time All-Pro. That's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But he was the shortest starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Hey! That'll get you in.
Put that thumbs up in my webcam. I don't know how to do it, but I'll do it.
No, Diacarlo, we're done paying him. We're done paying him. So
but
this is the last year. This is the last year of the Broncos contention.
So this is it. We're gonna. Well, it's okay. We'll win this one, and then we'll retool. That's just how we do it. All right. What else do we have here? I think we're gonna wrap the show up here in the next at the top of the hour here. So get your.
We can try one of those games real quick then.
Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, is there
What game? I don't even know what games we're playing. What games?
What was the 82? I saw it was a 82-0.
Yeah,
we have to go.
Practically the same thing. I think let's do that one because we watched the basketball game.
Yeah, so let's do that one, and then let me pull it up here. 82and0.com or something.
Yeah, 82-0.com.
All right, so this is.
You have to build an all-time NBA roster to go 82-0, and it's from a randomizer.
Let me get rid of this.
I've done this before, but maybe it's different.
What the hell is YouTube up?
Because we were doing YouTube for Super Bowl stuff.
Super Bowl 51?
Let's turn that off. Let's do this guy, and we'll go to 82-0. And then let me format this because I don't know where we're at with this. Okay.
It keeps Guy's face covered.
Boom.
Your voice covered. How about that?
I gotta let me change the background here. So people don't think we're doing the Ocho again.
That was a good stream.
That was a great stream. Don't get me wrong.
Never forget the extreme ironing.
I mean, it was pretty great.
I will forget that.
I will forget that. You won't forget because of how idiotic it was.
Yeah, pretty terrible.
All right. So, let's go ahead. And so I guess there's two different ways we can go about this.
One where you see the stats and one where you don't see the stats.
I don't want to see stats.
I think we do stats hidden. So we're gonna go stats hidden. All right. So let me.
We have to
resize this again.
Does this go back? Like how random of a player?
So this is the 60s.
No, it just says so. So you click spin, it gives you a random team in a random decade.
Well, we haven't spun it, right? That was just
correct.
Yeah, okay. All right. So let's
default at Atlanta from the 60s.
Thank goodness, because Atlanta in the 60s.
All right, so let's spin and see where we're at. Love a good live edit.
A team that can go 82-0.
All right, we want to go Golden State Warriors from the 90s. Okay, and they give us the 73 available players.
See that?
Here, let me zoom in.
Off the top of my head, 90s. I'm thinking like Chris Mullin, but that's like.
Hold on, let me see.
I don't love it.
90s,
probably their best player. Or is it just their stats from the 90s, or is that their like peak? Like, what are we?
So let's look at guards here.
Chris Mullin's career.
Let's look at guards here. Chris Mullin is in here, obviously. John Starks. Here, let me see if I can zoom in some more. Here, let me just do the players and pull this over, so that way we can see a little bit better.
Okay.
So here we go.
John Starks, but that would have been
but his better years were in New York. John Barry actually could be in. Is this all time?
That's not Rick Barry, Chris. John Barry was garbage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Are we taking like their full stats of Latrell?
I don't know if it's
Mitch
full
Richmond
career
was
stats or
pretty filthy. Mitch Richmond was nice.
Latrell Sprewell's in there. Let's see. Tim Hardaway. Ooh, Tim Hardaway was good for a little bit.
I want to know how this game works. Where it's like, is it the peak of their career, or is how they played in the '90s on the Warriors? Because then I don't know.
My guess would be the latter.
Man, why did we get the Warriors in the '90s off a jump? They sucked in the '90s.
Okay, so BJ Armstrong, Avery Jones. Let's go to the forwards. Let's look at the forwards. I'm just curious. Antoine Jameson, Chris Gatling, Chris Mills, Chris Mullen.
Also, no,
Chris Webber. I thought about Chris Webber, but Chris Webber, he wasn't there long enough.
Hold on, no, he got drafted and was traded. He was never there.
Yeah, well, he was.
When was he with the Warriors?
I guess
he was. I think he was that. That wasn't even. That was with the Magic. That was a draft day trade. When was Chris Webber with the Warriors?
It was
sometime in the '90s.
We're not picking him, so I'm gonna look up his career because I don't remember.
Yeah, I have basketball cards in my collection that he was with the.
He played the last year of his career, 9 games. With the Warriors.
so again, we're not
3.9 points per game.
We're not taking, but like his whole career stats don't apply, right?
Wait,
I don't think so. I don't know for sure.
I guess his first year was with the Warriors, but still, he averaged 17.5 and 9.1.
Antoine Jameson was with them for a little bit, but I don't know how long he was either. I think Mullen is one of them. Donald Foyle. Eric Dampier.
Was Vlade there in the 90s? Vlade Divac. That's a center, but Joe Smith.
I don't think Vlade was ever with them.
Oh, I'm thinking Kings. I'm looking at Chris Webber's Kings. I'm reading Kings, so I'm thinking Kings. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't. Eric Dampier, Joe Smith, Kevin Willis.
You could put Chris Mullen at the small forward, and I think that's the best pick. But that's just because.
All right, let's do Chris Mullen.
That was.
We'll do Chris Mullen. Wait. Maybe later. All right, so there we go. Chris Mullen. Oh, wait. Oh, so it resets. We have to spin again.
Reset. Yeah, no, you spin.
Oh,
you don't pick from one team for each position. You spin.
Oh, okay. Let's spin. All right, let's spin again.
I knew that. You thought we were picking.
I thought garbage. Yeah.
Houston from the 2010s.
Houston from the 2010s.
Ming. Well, wait, no, maybe not.
Chris Paul.
Tracy McGrady, Chris Paul that wasn't his peak with the Clippers.
Dwight Howard.
I mean, it's got to be James Harden, doesn't it? When was?
I mean, James Harden was when he was beast mode, right? That was when he was just going crazy.
Yeah, we could do Harden for this.
Do we put him at the point guard or the shooting guard position? Shooting guard probably. Well,
what do you think you'll get better? Do you think you'll get better point guards later or better shooting guards later?
I don't. I'm just spanning through the rest of these. I don't think there's anyone else.
You have to go James Harden.
I think
you can't.
From a pure stat standpoint, I think James Harden is the only option.
I mean, that's when he won an MVP. Unless it was it would have been 2010s. I don't think it pushed into the 2020s, or at least not his peak with the Rockets. It was definitely 2010s.
I think we go
What do you think, Scott?
shooting guard. Do we go? I think we go
Point or
shooting guard.
shooting? Yeah. All right.
So
I mean, it depends on what teams we get. So
yeah, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll do James Harden at the shooting guard position. So let's spin again. Dallas from the
Luka.
Luka at the point.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, there's no other option. Than Luka.
Luka. We're putting him as a point guard. Let's go point.
Oh, we already did shooting guard, right?
Yeah, so he's got it. He fits into the small forward, but I think we saved that. Oh no, we already used small forward. Yeah.
So you have to use him as.
All right, point guard. We'll use him point guard. All right, let's spin again. Houston in the 80s. Oh, so this is this
Sampson at center?
Well, this could be. I think you might. Ralph Sampson is there. Moses Malone. Hakeem Olajuwon, man. I don't know. Hakeem.
He was drafted the same year as Jordan, so he played in the 80s. He was probably pretty damn good. But again, I don't know where these stats are based off of.
I feel like
you go Moses.
I don't know. I feel like either
Moses on the Rockets wasn't.
I think
Moses was. I mean, he was a 76er, right? Like,
do we go Hakeem here? I think we go.
I'm fine with going Hakeem.
I think Hakeem Olajuwon is he's the first one that popped in, and like the blocks alone.
They won back-to-back in 94, 95. He was drafted in 84. So
yeah, let's do it. All right, we need a power forward.
Power forward
from
Minnesota in the
Cat. Unless you can put Ant there, but Cat
can't put Ant there. Cat's the
it's gotta be Cat then.
Just gotta go forward.
Oh yeah, we gotta go power forward. Not Julius Randle, that's for sure. Cat is a solid one.
It's gotta be Cat.
I don't think Cat is the only one. No, nothing else. All right, so that's.
But before you submit, how many wins do you think this team's gonna get? Because it's gonna give you a number of how good.
All right.
So we got here. Let's.
We got Harden. Oh no, we got.
Yeah, we got. Here we go. Let me shrink this down a little. Now that we have everything set, I'm gonna end up going and pulling this out. All right, so we got
at the point, Harden at the 2, Chris Mullin at the 3. Cat at the 4,
Luka.
and Hakeem Olajuwon at the 5.
With
that team's winning 80 games, man.
I agree. I feel like between 78 and 80 games. It's hard for me to think that. I mean, you got 2 solid defenders under the rim. You got
our guard
elite
defense is pretty bad between Harden and Luka.
But then if they get past
Chris
them,
Mullin.
But if they get past their first line, they got 2 solid rim protectors to face up against. I like it. All right, 75 and 7. I need to
75 and 7.
What do we get injured?
75.
No, you have no
they gave us an A+ though. They said an A+ historic.
So James Harden. So yeah, here are the stats. Luka, 30 points. 30 points per game. James Harden was around 30. Chris Mullin, 21 points. Cat, 23, and Hakeem only averaged 23, but he also had like 3 blocks per game.
Is this their like peak season, or is like what they simulate?
I think
this can't be their peak. Well, this can't be a simulated season because then we're scoring 140 points a game, and then how do we lose 7 times? I mean, if we have everyone in our starting lineup averaging more than 20 and some more than 30, that'd be a lot.
All right, so Rec, keep track of our record here. As far as our best record so far right now is an A+ 75 and 7 record.
Yeah, make sure you put the A+ on there.
And then we can compare this to to see if we could beat it next time. We need to get at least the 76 wins or more with the next round that we do. So, All right. This was fun. I like this. Now that I know how it works, we kind of know how it works.
Yeah, and I still don't fully know.
Here, hold on. Let's
That's
see.
just the best stats
How to play.
in that
All right.
era.
Here's this. Decades rule. The roster constructed is governed by era diversity. So finalize, you trim it. Yeah. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Statistical aggregation. It ignores subjective rankings and focuses exclusively on the historical performance data from each player's peak within their decade. The simulation evaluates 5 core metrics: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks.
Defense is not a factor. Well, outside of steals and blocks. But
your team strength rating is cumulative total of these categories across all roster spots. So basically, it's players' peak within their decade.
Yeah, I feel like the Warriors 90s kind of screwed us. They just didn't have any good players. But we had to chat about that one for a while.
Well, now I'm curious. So, like, what if we have Warriors in the 90s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see. I mean, I said Latrell Sprewell.
When you AI overview it, it was Chris Mullins number 1. Well,
Tim Hardaway.
That's on AIs, but like Tim Hardaway 1, Chris Mullins 2, Latrell Sprewell 3, Mitch Richmond 4, Joe Smith 5. So we were, as far as top scorers only, Chris Mullin was number 2 behind Mitch Richmond, but there's other stats, obviously. I don't know.
I mean, I have this AinsworthSports.com. I don't even know how reputable this is. Top ranked Golden State Warriors players of the 90s. Tim Hardaway was number 1. Mullen was number 2. Sprewell was 3. Richmond was 4. So maybe we could have gone Tim Hardaway. Maybe that would have gotten us an extra win or two, but we still wouldn't have gotten 82-0. So it's fine. All right. Well, that was fun. We could do that again. I'm okay with that. But that's I think how we're gonna end it tonight. We'll do some more of these games. I think there was another one, Rec, that you wanted to do that we didn't get to.
Similar thing, we tried to build a 17-0 football team. But it's just out from current players.
Is it the same thing?
Kind of.
Current players only.
Yeah, all current players. Yeah, you get the team randomizer.
Okay. All right. Well, let's plan on doing that.
Move quicker because it's a little easier when you're just talking this era.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, you can do a six-man roster, 10-man roster, which the 10-man includes the head coach.
All right, we're gonna send you over. So, Knicks won tonight, so we're gonna send you to Knicks Fan TV. You got 2 Knicks fans that are talking about Game 1. They're gonna tell you how they won. But go give them some love. They got about. They just started their stream actually, so we know they're not gonna leave. So that's good.
Sure.
But we got Alex and this other dude, New York Knicks fans, talking about the game. You can call in on Discord. You could talk to them. They're all hyped up in the chat. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. So, hey, go give them some love. And there we'll continue talking about Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Going to the Knicks again. We'll see what happens in Game 2. But that's going to do it for tonight. And then let's go ahead. Let's get the credits rolling for you guys. Appreciate all the love. Piglet, thank you for the 24 months. Ducky, thank you for the raid. Brendan, thank you for being here. And what else?
I think Captain
Come
Urban
on, man.
Well,
D. Cole, thank you for the bits. Captain Urban, thank you for the 10 months. Tier 1. Chairman, thank you for the 45 months. Appreciate that. All of you guys, thank you for being here. watching Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We'll be back on Sunday. Is there anything going on Sunday? Sunday?
I'll see if either of the games are happening.
Ooh, the Rockies got the doors blown off tonight. That's not great.
No,
Are you surprised?
not NBA.
Not hockey.
All right,
So
well,
nothing on Sunday.
we might be doing a fun community night. Maybe we'll do something interesting and fun on Sunday. That's maybe a little different. So I know how some of you guys love all the different things we do once in a while on this stream. So we'll maybe mix in something fun and maybe a game night or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But between now and Sunday, go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phones down. Enjoy the people and things around you. And then be a good person. Enjoy the rest of the week, people.
Love you guys. Deuces.
Bye, everybody.